What's going on, everybody? I'm your man OG Truth with the two Hertz with a Z, coming at you with the weekend recap. Everybody on Atlanta Falcons Nation, hit them buttons, man. Everybody on YouTube channel Atlanta Falcons Nation, Coach Unchained. Shout out to a man, Coach, all the way out there on the left coast, and of course my channel, Truth with a Two TV, Facebook. Uh, this is being ran on my personal page, Chauncey M. King. Also in my groups, Falcons Uncensored, True Hawk Talk, ATL, excuse me, Hawks Home Court. And then also right now, you got the fellows over there, Damon and the crew over there on We Talk Hawks. And they chopping it up by the end of today's Hawks game with the Portland Trailblazers. And we're going to start with the Hawks um, and end with the Hawks. Friday, the Hawks got the weekend off to a pretty good start. Um, we handled the Wizards. It was an in-season tournament game. Had contributions up. And what's up, everybody in the chat? My bad. Keyshawn, what's going on? Brian Peoples, what's up? Y'all hear the music in the background? It's just some blues going right now. I got some blues going, so I don't write no song. Um, um, it was a complete team effort. You had like 6 or 7 guys in double figures. Um, Clint and Double O gave us 26, and excuse me, they gave us 23 points and 26 boards between the two of them. It makes me wonder, and they do these numbers a lot. Um, it makes me wonder why a lot of people in our fan base be wanting to upgrade the center position. We need to upgrade the center position. I mean, it's almost like a fucking rehearsed speech. We got to upgrade the center position, but yet but we consistently getting those type numbers a night out of the center position, and I think they got something similar to tonight. But they played well. The rookie still playing. Hey, he still trying to get it. Get it. Rookie still trying to get his foot in the NBA, but overall, he played well. He had Hunter who come back from missing. Hunter basically missed 10 games with his knee inflammation. I don't know I don't know if he need to get that knee surgically repaired or whatever, but it started to become concerning with him in this knee issue as he had to also sit today for right knee injury management, and he is just too young. He too young to be going through that, but he played well. 22 points in 20 minutes off the bench. Dyson Daniels again was a star again. Another 5 steals. He's gonna probably win this. He's gonna lead the league in steals by maybe 2 to 3 steals. He's still in the ball at an alarming rate. Jalen Johnson almost triple double. He's getting close to that every night. He's showing that he's probably can be the number one guy at least for now in this offense. And of course, the number one guy is still Trey Young. Uh, Trey in that game didn't play too bad. Still had 6 turnovers. We got to cut them down at least while he's here. Um, he didn't shoot the ball well, but the rest of the game he didn't play terribly. He deferred to his teammates early. He played a little defense on Friday night. He still got lost a couple times, but that's just what he gonna do. He still took a couple of bad shots, couple of logos threes, but that's just what he's gonna do. Um, I mean, that's just what it is. So we getting good solid minutes off the bench from guys like Keaton Wallace, Garrison Matthews, or Gary Bird as we call him. Who else we get good burn from? Larry Nance Jr. been giving us good burn. But again, Hawks did what they supposed to. You got to beat the Wizards. In fact, the Wizards are a bad team right now. Their only two wins are against us, which is unbelievable. They 2-1 against us, and they like um, 0 and a whole lot against the rest of the league. Uh, so good win. Let's fast forward to Saturday. I guess the game of the weekend. Hell, right now it's turning out to be the game of the year in the SEC. It's funny. The three biggest games that's been played all year in the SEC been involved. The Georgia Bulldogs been involved in. The first one was shit. Really, the four biggest games. The first one was Georgia at Bama. Um, y'all already saw what happened in that game. Bama got up big on Georgia, and then Georgia came back, walked them down, took the lead by one, and then we gave it up at the end. And then the next big game was Georgia at Texas, winning the number one. Texas put foot to their ass. And you know what? It's funny because I'm in a group, a Facebook group, Southeastern Conference fans. If you listen to the Texas Longhorn fans talk, you would think they were undefeated, and they talk more shit to us, the folks who actually beat them. But that's another story. Um, Georgia and Ole Miss, and then last night Georgia against Tennessee. Georgia get it done, 31-17. Carson Beck had. To me, it was a no-brainer. That was his best performance of the year. He had 340. What he had 346. No ints, no turnovers at all. Two touchdowns in the air, one touchdown on the ground, 35 yards rushing. He basically almost had 400 yards of total offense. Georgia finally got them tight ends working. But guess what, man? We still got two. We still dropping the fucking football too much. Like Cousins could have went over 500, man. Not Cousins. I wish he could have did half of what Carson did. Carson could have went over 500, bro. Our receivers got to do a better job of catching the ball, starting right now. Um, Georgia got a shot, but they got to catch the football. Good job, Nathan Frazier subbing in. Well, he's been in a running back rotation. Well, he ran the ball pretty hard. Etienne was out. Cash Jones did what he could back there. I don't know how. Well, you know what? I can't get mad. For Cash Jones being on the field because guess what? He's staying healthy enough to be on the field. Uh, Defense woke up. I kind of felt like I kind of felt like they let Tennessee impose their will on us a little bit early, but the defense eventually started bowing up a little bit more as they started getting to the young Tennessee quarterback. Um, Tennessee's a tougher team than I thought. I honestly think right now that Tennessee is better than Texas, Ole Miss, and Alabama. They've already beaten Alabama. Um, they had a blemish against Arkansas, but it's tough to win on the road in the SEC. I keep trying to tell folks that. It's tough to win on the road in the SEC. Georgia's 2 losses right now on the road. On the road at number 4 Alabama. On the road at number 13 Ole Miss. Number 13 Ole Miss. Hey, that was just one of them games where you burn the tape. You know, so that happens. Uh, I guess Georgia gonna jump back into the college football playoff conversation, which they should have never left. They should have never left that conversation. I mean, Georgia's clearly the best team in football, and it ain't got nothing to do with me being a Georgia fan. They're the best team in football. Carson Beck. A lot of fans. You know that. I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell you when I know a guy really only watches highlights is when the first thing they do is they automatically want to bench the quarterback or change the quarterback. That's how I know if be a guy. It's a bunch of guys that just be doing a lot, be on PS5 a lot. Carson Beck was in a slump. It don't now. It looks bad. It looks worse because all we do is watch the quarterback, and we so fixated on the quarterback. So the quarterback, I guess, quarterback is not allowed to have a fucking slump, and that's what he was. He was in a slump. It looked like he's kind of breaking out of it a little bit with Saturday night's performances. He missed on a couple of throws. I can see Carson is a risk taker. He's a risk taker. He a couple balls he threw Saturday night could have been bad results, but they didn't. But he's got the NFL arm. He's going to be a first round pick. Um, and if you don't think so, that's fine. Just don't make me manage your emotions about it. All right. I think he's still going to be a first round pick, and that's that. If you don't think so, that's fine. Just don't make me manage your emotions about it, because you're not going to change my mind because you acting like a bitch about my opinion. Um, we're gonna see how that transpires as far as the college football playoff conversation. Let me see who's checking in here in the chat right here. Yeah, Georgia should beat UMass and Georgia Tech, but like I told somebody last night, I'm more afraid of Georgia Tech. I'm more afraid of Georgia Tech than I was Tennessee last night because them games can go either way. In-state rivalry. A lot of these kids grew up together. Mom and dad probably know each other. Uh, 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 Dating each other's brothers and sisters and this, that, and the third. You know, play AAU little league together. You never know. And Tech ain't the same pushover that they once was. Tech ain't the same pushover under Brett Key that it was under Jeff Collins. Tech gonna give you a game. Y'all just saw what they did last week to Miami. Um, I would say Florida State was a shocker, but now lift, looking at Florida State's record, um, that wasn't such a shocker. So I'm more concerned about Georgia Tech than I was Tennessee last night. But big win for the Dogs. Still got to take care of business. Still a lot of football left to be played. Um, right now, they will probably be an 8 or a 9 seed unless they get into the SEC championship game, and of course, they got to win the SEC championship game. Then that will get them an automatic top 4 seed. So let's see how that play out. Big win for the Dogs, and ending it out today. Probably why y'all here to talk about the Falcons. Falcons lost today 38-6. Um, that game was disjointed from the beginning. When I saw we got the bad end of a couple calls, I knew we was in for a long day, but I still optimistically thought we could, get it together, and we didn't. It was a complete shit show. Everybody get the smoke. We ain't handing out no passes to nobody. So all y'all who feel like we should have Raheem Morris a fucking pass because we put up with Arthur Smith shit, man, go somewhere and walk the dog with that dumbass shit right there. Fuck Arthur Smith. He's no longer here. That's the reason why he got fired. Why the fuck we gonna allow Raheem Morris to do the same dumb shit that Arthur Smith did because Arthur Smith was here doing it? The fuck out of here with that weak ass bullshit. I don't give a fuck who feelings it hurt or whatever the case. God damn it, block me. I'm being ridiculed. I'm being trolled. I'm being trolled in here by my family in here because of how I'm acting. So at any rate, Falcons lose 38-6. Everybody gets it. Raheem gets it. Jimmy gets it. Zach gets it. Kurt gets it. O-line gets it. Defense gets it. Too many times this year, the Falcons are 6-5. They should not be 6-5. They should not be 6-5. But nevertheless, they're 6-5. Too many times this year, this team looked unprepared, and that's on Raheem Morris. It ain't on Arthur Smith. Arthur Smith, the fucking OC in Pittsburgh. So when we call Raheem Morris out, I don't hear jack shit about no goddamn Arthur. I'm telling you now, I'm gonna hurt your feelings, and you're gonna think I'm wrong. So miss me with that goddamn pity party about Arthur Smith. He gone. A team not being prepared is on the head coach. I'm gonna get there, Keyshawn. I got you. I'm gonna get there. What they say about the definition of insanity? How they word that? Repeating the same thing and expecting different results. Ain't that the definition of insanity? Doing the same shit over and over again and expecting shit to be different. That's what Raheem Morris doing. That's what got Dan Quinn fired. That's what got Arthur Smith fired. That's the reason why right now I want to choke that sack of shit. Kyle go take a shitter head out. These goddamn coaches so fucking arrogant and self-centered and just go, look here, man. Why would I keep punching a wall? Why would I keep punching a big brick wall with my human hands? Because that's what Raheem Morris is doing. He punching a fucking brick wall with his broken hands. Why in the fuck? Why? And guess what? To my understanding, Jimmy Lake is more of a pressure type guy. So if we just sitting back in zone and not bringing no pressure, that ain't on Jimmy Lake. For folks who feel like Jimmy Lake need to be blamed, then yes, he is part of the blame. But I can't put it all on Jimmy Lake when he being fucking handcuffed. Raheem Morris Take the fucking handcuffs off Jimmy Lake and let him call his goddamn game. See, I can't stand these control freak ass folks. Let me tell you something. You're gonna be control freak. You better win. JB, what's going on? I'm gonna get to the Hawks. Unlimited 1.5% cash back is just the beginning. Grown ass men need to be ready to play. They're taking up a whole lot of money on the fucking salary cap. I don't give a shit about what goes in their pocket. I'm talking about what they taking up on the fucking salary cap. Got a bye week to fix it. They need to fix whatever the fuck is wrong. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Raheem Morris, your ass is under a microscope with me. Because I already know you're gonna get in the press conference and give some old arrogant, self-centered ass answer, which ain't gonna make no fucking sense. Our defense got 10 sacks at the bye week. That shit is crazily unacceptable. And I can't put it all on the Jimmys and the Joes. No, it's got to be the X's and O's at a certain point. But guess what? What I'm gonna do as a coordinator, hey, I'm gonna learn what I got, even if I got to work with what I got, and we're gonna get to the fucking quarterback. They so scared of giving up the big play that they'll just sit back and let somebody dink and dunk you to death. And then guess what happens when they dink and dunk you to death? You still wind up giving up the big play. I don't fucking get it. Mike Walker, what's going on? I don't get it. If I'm gonna sit back in the zone and the quarterback gonna burn me anyway, and that's another thing. See, I got personal beefs with Sean Payton and Bo Nix. But anyway, if I'm gonna sit back and get beat, why would I keep sitting back and get beat when I could do the opposite? I'd rather get beat, pinning my ears back, getting free shots on their quarterback. We got manhandled in the trenches. I don't recall Tyler. I think how many touches did Tyler hurt today? Tyler Allgeier? Who came up with the fucking game plan? Like, who came up with the fucking game plan? Like, let me look and see how many touches Tyler Allgeier had today. $38 and fucking 6. Tyler Allgeier didn't get one rush today. Tyler Allgeier did not touch the ball one motherfucking time today. So again, he had one reception for -1 yard. No, he was on the field. I seen him on special teams. Somebody explain to me why in the fuck did Tyler Allgeier only get one fucking touch today? This shit is a fireable offense, Raheem Morris. You fucking up on. I didn't even know that we was raising so much hell about Raheem having a part in fucking up the defense, and Tyler Allgeier only get one touch and those a reception for -1 yard. And you got motherfuckers around here getting mad at us for calling this dumb motherfucker out? You got to be kidding me, bro. You got to be pranking me. Tyler Algier had no touches from the backfield today. Man, get this motherfucker out of here, bro. No. That's a fireable offense. That's a fireable offense. And Bijan only got 12 touches. Did it look like that? Did it look like that defense was really stuffing the run like that? Did it look like that defense was really stuffing the run like that? Kyle Pitts 1 reception for 9 yards. How many targets? I think they targeted him about 4 or 5 times. Like the person that touched the ball the most was Bijan Robinson. So what you doing? And hell, he didn't really touch. Okay. Raheem Morris followed back into the same shit Arthur Smith was doing. Excuse me. Excuse my grammar. We're not gonna beat people just force feeding Bijan Robinson, bro. And I'm not finna go into no long goddamn depth explaining what force feeding mean. What force feeding gonna be whatever you want it to mean. Every time I say something about force feeding, motherfucker want me to break it down. I gotta break jack shit down. You know what I mean by force feeding. I ain't got time. E-Mac, what's going on? Go we're down 2 touchdowns. No, I'm not going away from the run down 2 touchdowns. That's 2 possessions. I'm not going away from the run down 2 touchdowns. In fact, that would be the smart time to go to the run because if you down 2 touchdowns and you try to goddamn throw it all around the field, it ain't working. How about tell your old line, strap it up, grab your nuts. We finna pound it. Unless we get into an obvious passing down. We finna pound it. I bring in an extra tight end, we finna pound it. And you receivers out there, if you want to goddamn get some burn, you better block. If you don't block on these run plays, you're not getting no passes. But the thing about it though, when we're a real team, Mike, we can't let that. Listen, we got to be able to shake that off. Yes, that overturn call was some bullshit. Yes, the refs were on some bullshit today. But the reason why I'm raising hell about our play is because even with the ref, if we do what the hell we supposed to, we wins that game even with the refs on that bullshit. I just told somebody that, Keyshawn. The way we look shit. And get where that first round game gonna be at. And it's gonna be bad too. Because of us winning the division, that first round game gonna be at the Mercedes Benz. You do not want to lose. What they do not want to do. You want to lose this fan base. Fuck around and lose that first game. First playoff game ever in this building. Don't lose that one. I mean, and if you do lose it, don't lose it because you refuse to change from some shit that wasn't working. And that's what's going on with Raheem Morris right now. So what he's doing is we changing shit that's working on offense, but refuse to change what's not working on defense. Y'all see my niece, see her stumbling while she walking. Corey, what's going on? Corey, give us that. We we changing what's working on offense and refuse to change what's working on defense. If y'all don't get this dumb motherfucker out of here, yeah, I'm saying it. Raheem Morris is a dumb motherfucker. And I'm gonna say it again. I don't give a fuck how dumb the last coach was. We talking about what's going on right now. Oh, I'm gonna make some motherfucker block me this week. I'm not listening to that. I'm not listening to that cornball ass shit. I don't give a shit about him being cool as long as he getting the job done over there. I think I'm gonna get OG Sam to make a video off that one. We changing what's working on offense, but we refuse to change what's not working on defense. And we're not blaming the head coach. That's a head coaching issue. Because the head coach, along with the two coordinators, they don't get absolved. They don't get a pass. I think Grady might be at the end of the road, bro. Neither him or 90. At a certain point, I need you to make an impact. I know a lot of times during the game, they get doubled. I see that. At a certain point, I need them to make a play. And we're not getting it. We're not getting it from them. Yes, they give an effort. We're not getting it. We probably need to go younger across there. That's a young stud. I think he at the end of his rope. It was just. I'm gonna move to the Hawks. I'm gonna move back to the Hawks. I'm just gonna move back to the Hawks. Falcons got a week off. They need to go and handle their business. Getting back to the Hawks. Okay, so the Hawks, you begin the weekend off with a nice victory over the Wizards. I didn't see too much. I didn't see not. I saw just a smidgen of the first half, and I watched off and on with the second half. I watched a tale of two games. I watched the Hawks completely dominate the first half. Kind of took on a little water. The part I saw, it was completely dominating the first half. Then the second half happened, and it's just more the same that's been going on with the Hawks these past few years. We got to move Trae Young, bro. Yeah, we got to move. Because the direction that we're going, you look at his numbers today. You look at Trey Young's numbers today. Hold on. Excuse me. We'll look at Trey's numbers today. 29 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 8 of 16 from the floor, 8 of 9 from the free throw line, 5 of 10 from three, 6 turnovers. -4 plus minus. Basically, the Hawks is up big. Portland came all the way back. The Hawks were down big, and the Hawks came back from being down big, and they took the lead in the fourth quarter. That's when me as a head coach, I'm going to hand the rock to my superstar. I'm going to hand the rock to my superstar and say, take us home. Because he's taking on $41 million a year on the salary cap. And he has a a fan base that want to fight you about him, Jack. A motherfucker be ready to fight you about Trey Young. But one of my main issues with him offensively, because defense, we don't need to talk about defense. That's something that can't go on a park car on defense. But according to the people that's favorable of him, they said we already knew that. We already knew that Trey couldn't play defense no way. That's the excuse that they run. We already knew Trey couldn't play defense no way. Remember I said that. Now, I had just as much problem with him offensively with those numbers that he can put up. Because I already know it's gonna be somebody very close to me. Only thing he gonna say is 26 and 10. Because he's a walking 26 and 10. His ability to take us home in games like this, he's got to be the worst ever at. Yes, there's game 5 in Boston. Nobody's going to forget that. Yes, he had a decent playoff run in 21. I said decent. A lot of y'all probably think he was just out of this world. Now, he wasn't out of this world. He was decent. But that's all we got. I can really go into depth, but it's going to make it seem personal. What's best for the Hawks right now? They need to trade Trey Young. And here's why. Y'all to hear me out before you get all emotional about this shit, because Trey Young fans get emotional. It's clear that the Hawks are in rebuild mode. Stay with me now. It's clear that the Hawks are in rebuild mode. Trey Young, after this year, going to have 2 years left on his contract after this year. That means he can opt out at the end of next year. If we're not trending in the direction of contending, he ain't gonna stay. And what's amazing to me, it's some delusional ass Hawk fan that feels like he's gonna stay. He's not gonna stay. So instead of you're gonna have to on this one be proactive instead of reactive, because we don't if we don't trade him by the end of the off season, and the season starts, we better have him traded by the trade deadline. Because if we try to talk extension with him after the season starts next year, he's gonna say no. Y'all should have been did it. So before he walks for free, because he's not gonna stay while we rebuild him. Along with Zachary Ricochet gonna wind up becoming the face of the team. Man just was the number one overall pick in the draft. That's what's gotta happen. He's in the way right now at this point. Yeah, he's a guy that's gonna give you 26 from 10, but he's in the way. Now we can go to the defense part. Even when he's trying to play defense. And guess what? I'll give him credit. There's been a few games this year. Bro actually done tried to play some defense, but he's a defensive liability. And his inability to play defense is crippling the team. No, he's not the only bad defender on the Hawks. Because whenever I speak on that, a few of his supporters, they go to first thing they go to bring it up. Well, this person can't play. This person can't play. That person, their bad defense is not crippling the Hawks like trades. The only way to salvage Trae Young being here. This is what y'all front office need to do for y'all who favorable of Trae Young. What the Hawks front office need to do to keep Trae Young here, because guess what? Trae Young put asses in seats now. Don't get it fucked up. Trae Young have him coming down now to that damn State Farm Arena. Man, Boosie ass from New Orleans. Boosie and DC Young Fly and the Migos and all them dumbass niggas who be down going down there, them dumbass rap niggas. Hey, them of wasn't season ticket holders like they is now with Trae. Trae going to LA shit. Give me D'Lo. Give me D'Lo, Austin Reeves. Uh, Give me D'Lo, Austin Reeves, and a big and 2 first rounders. Y'all got them. D'Lo, Austin Reeves, any big over there, and 2 first rounders. Y'all got them. Getting back to the game, I just feel like, hey, it's time to move on from him. I think he's fucking up chemistry defensively. What happened last week was really a microcosm of what's been going on with Trae Young. Last week, the Hawks went into Boston. About 2 weeks ago, Boston came here. About a week and a half ago, 10 days ago, came in here and they mollywopped the Hawks at the State Farm Arena. Six days later, the Hawks went into Boston. Trae Young was out. And the same team that lost to Boston by 30, 6 days later, beat Boston in an in-season tournament game in the Garden. And Boston was fairly healthy with the exception of Porzingis been out since the beginning of the year. But that ain't no fucking excuse, because we had 5, 6 guys out and Trae being one of them. That became big news all over the internet on how this Hawks team looked without Trey. I think Quinn Snyder, even though sometimes he makes some bonehead decisions over there as well, I think he's being handcuffed. It's hard to coach a dude like Trey. Yeah, I know he's gonna give me 26 and 10 there. Yeah, I know he gonna be a little flashy with his passes, and he gonna shoot a couple of logo threes, and these dumbass PS5 motherfuckers who be doing that shit on the goddamn PlayStation. Um, they gonna be going ape shit, but that man is a defensive liability to the 10th power. You can't hide him. So right now the Hawks are sitting at what 6-8. Believe it or not, that loss there was a 4 seed. I think the Hawks was the 4 seed. Yeah, the Hawks was the 4 seed before basketball started today. The fucking 4 seed. Make that make sense. At 6 and 7, let you know how bad the East is. We're gonna see how it play out. Um, I'm gonna holler at the crew one more time, man. Look here, man. I'm gonna turn y'all loose because I'm so fucking aggravated right now because my weekend just got off to a good start. The Hawks the Hawks started me out good, and Georgia really made my weekend, and then here come the Falcons said, "Hold my beer." And then the Hawks like, "Okay, I guess we'll just go ahead on and just take you right on out." I mean, I want linked everywhere. That shit would have worked back in the '80s. Having a small guy building link. That's what Detroit did. That's what Detroit did with Isaiah. Isaiah's a small guard, but Isaiah's a fucking dog on defense too. Trey want to take too many players off. Hey man, I said move him. Shit. Hell, when they get back to full strength, hell, I start Dyson at the point. Start Dyson. I had Dyson. Shit, I put Zachary Reese. I put Zachary. I think Zachary a two. I think he the ultimate. I think ultimately he the two guard. I know a lot of people got him penciled in at small four because they hate DeAndre Hunter so bad. Why my Hawks fans are so funny. But if he doesn't, I think he's eventually going to be the two guard. So that's about it, man. We don't went over an hour. They tell us to try to keep it right at an hour. Everybody, like I said, man, make sure y'all hit them buttons. We on Culture Unchained, Atlanta Falcons Nation, AFN, um, and on my channel, Truth for the Two TV, man. Man, OG Truth for the Two, Hurts with a Z, and we always seek and speak truth, whole truth, and nothing but truth. Get ready for a busy week. Mad Mike gonna hit y'all in the morning with his. Y'all know what Mad Mike do on Mondays after games, and following Mad Mike, we're gonna have Mr. White, the showstopper, and I'll see you guys again on Thursday with the exclusive world of wrestling, and we're gonna continue our talk about the wrestling territories. Again, appreciate everybody who came in here. Keyshawn, Corey, Mike, um, E Mac, JB, Brian Peoples, and everybody else who came in. We'll see you guys. Falcons need that bye week. Hawks need to get together. Big win for Georgia. I'm out.